Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well and your preparations are going well too. Just in case if you have not subscribed my channel, then please kindly go ahead and subscribe the channel and keep watching the videos from the playlist in order to get the maximum out of it. So this is today's again we are going to solve the numerical of the chapter called oscillation here. You can pause the video and go through the question. Meanwhile, I will just mark the quantities which are given. So mass is given as 2 kg, the total energy is given as 40 joules, and they are asking us speed at where? At the center of the path. So in simple harmonic motion, whenever they ask speed or velocity or acceleration, they will always give you at which position we are supposed to find out the speed or acceleration. These quantities I will be writing in a given format. So mass is given as 2 kg, total energy is given as 40 joules. These two quantities are given, and they are telling us to find out the velocity at its mean position. So we'll be finding out the velocity at mean position. Now there is one thing very special happening at the mean position is the entire kinetic energy, entire total energy is made up of kinetic. Because if you remember our topics when we had discussed about kinetic, potential and total energy, and let's say these are my negative extremes and these are my positive extreme, and this is my mean position, then particle is actually halting at the center, halting at the extreme position. Particle is actually halting at the extreme positions. So the kinetic energy at the extreme position is 0. However, kinetic energy is maximum at the mean position. Okay, you can go back to the kinetic energy and potential energy ka video from the playlist and check for yourself how we had discussed this. So kinetic energy is maximum at the mean position, and at this point the potential energy is 0. So all the energy is totally kinetic. So in place of kinetic energy I will write as half mv square, and in place of total energy I know the value, so I will not worry about this total energy. This m and 2 goes on the other side, so 2 goes to the numerator and m comes to the denominator. Now I don't want the square, I want a root, so I will take the root of v square. So this square and root will get cancelled and there will be a root on the right hand side. Now I am ready to put in the values. So total energy ka value is given as 40. So the value for total energy is given as 40, and the value of m is given as 2 kg, and this 2 and 2 gets cancelled out, and what remains is only root 40. Now root 40 can be written as 4 into 10, and 4 can be taken outside the root, which is coming out to be as 2, and root 10 remains as it is. Now yesterday's video I have discussed about this root 10. If you remember the value, you can just 3.16 to put it directly. If your board allows a calculator, then definitely you can use a calculator to find out this value, or if you do not have if you do not use calculator and if you do not remember this, then definitely you will have to go by log and anti-log. So for that I will just writing the step. So this is log 2, I will just rewrite that. So from here on what you can do is anti-log of log 2, wherever there is a multiplication you put a plus sign, and because there is a 2 over here, it will go to the power and it will become half. So that half according to the properties of log will come ahead. So 2 log 10 and then cross. If you solve this, you will definitely get the correct answer. In case if you do not know how to solve using logarithms, go back to the playlist of logarithms. I have posted a complete playlist of a logarithm as well. So let's say if you remember this, you just have to multiply 2 with this and you get the answer as 6.324, and because everything was in SI system, I am just writing this as in meter per second because it's a velocity. And yes, definitely now the answer here given is in centimeters per second, and we are getting the same answer but in meter per second. So there is some problem with the unit of the given question, and this is a very short numerical. Probably this will be asked for 1 mark, maybe very short answer or maybe an MCQ or something. So thank you so much for watching. Subscribe the channel in case you have not done so yet, and keep watching the videos from playlist one by one at a time, and you will definitely cross a lot of questions and theoretical topics. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day. Bye.